What's up, y'all, and welcome to the Roost podcast. I'm your host, Alan O'Brien, and tonight I got my co-host, per usual, O'Kade O'Brien, with me, and the man, the myth, the legend, Wild Man, has joined us again for a second week in a row. What's up, boys?
Nothing.
So tonight, for all y'all listening, we're going to talk about one of our partners with the YouTube channel, which is the Tidewe company. Now, a lot of people, I think, are maybe a little scared of Tidewe because they're not a big time name brand like Bandit or Drake or Sitka or somebody like that, and they're kind of new, and I'm I don't know, but I think they're like a Chinese or Japanese company. But the guy that I deal with through the company lives in Wisconsin, so he's a U.S. representative for the company. He's pretty much the flagship guy for the company, and his name is Cody Solberg or Solberg. I'm not really sure how you say his last name, but he does all of the Tidewe social media content, Instagram, Facebook, and that kind of thing. So, and I think he even does some YouTube stuff too. I think, but he's like a big ice fisher. He does a little bit of waterfowl stuff, goose hunting and stuff. But anyway, they partnered with us. What was our first year? Last year.
Yeah.
Last year was our first year, and they sent me and you both a pair of breathable waders and
Heated gloves.
heated gloves. They sent those out.
That was it.
No, they sent me a pair of neoprene
Yeah.
heated waders too. Which the heated thing with me is kind of like, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it'd be nice if you wanted to use it. You had to make sure your little battery pack was charged up, but I don't use it. I did turn it on one time just to kind of try it and see what it was like, but it was, it's just like just too much sugar for a dime for me. I'm like, whatever. But main thing was did the waders leak and did they keep me warm? And they did. So that was the main thing with me. But a lot of people, I think, are scared of them or a little hesitant about them because they're not a high-profile, big-name brand company. But we haven't had any problems with them. Those waders they sent me last year, the breathable waders, they did leak, but it was self-inflicted. Me and you were in Kansas. We were hunting, and I had some summer sausage laid on my knee, and I remember I was cutting a piece of it off, and I cut into my pants like an idiot. So other than that, I haven't had any trouble out of them. What's been your opinion, your experience with them? Because you've got the same pair of waders I've got,
Yeah.
the breathable waders, and they just sent us a new product, which we'll talk about in a minute. But
Yeah.
what's your thoughts? What's your opinions on the products you've used from them?
I haven't had any trouble with anything from them. Like the season before, I had the Frog Tugs breathable waders, and the Tidewe seemed to fit me better than the Frog Tugs. Frog Tugs were real baggy and real loose around like the ankles,
Yeah.
and the not the Frog Tug, the Tidewe was tighter around the ankles and not as baggy.
And see, that's the same problem I had. I've still got the frog top waders, which you do too.
Yeah.
We kind of got them as backup spare pair of waders, but mine were baggy, and I don't know why. I mean, because when I ordered them, I ordered regulars. I didn't order, a husky or a stout size, but they're just big. I don't know why they're like that. But and my boots were like yours; they would just flop around on your feet, and I didn't get a wide foot. I got a regular 10 regular, and or 10 medium, whatever it is, So it was. I don't know why they were like that, but the Tidewe's fit me like really good. I mean, they're the same way with me. They're not too snug, but they're not too baggy. I mean, you got plenty of room to move, but at the same time, they're not bulky. They don't wear you out walking in them because they're so baggy. But and old Wild Man right here, he's been wearing some banded breathable waders. You wore them for what, 2 seasons? And you just got a new pair of waders. What'd you get? Tidewe neoprene waders, right? So now you done joined the Tidewe club. Dad reached out through my Tidewe rep and through the discount codes and all that kind of stuff. We got Wild Man fixed up because you outgrew your banded waders.
Well, and I had a leak in the knee.
That's right. They were leaking. I forgot about that.
The first 2 seasons. No, it was a few weeks after it.
Yeah, the
All
first.
three of us went.
Yeah, the first day you went out teal hunting. You were out standing in the water, and you said you had a little small leak. Where was it at?
Like right on the side of my knee.
On the side of your knee. Yep. So we had to get you a new pair of waders, which you had outgrown them. Even though they wasn't leaking, the boots were still too small, wasn't they? They had done.
They could still fit me, but my toes started to hurt.
Yeah, cut a little too tight. Yeah. So he got a new pair. He's got some Tidewe neoprene waders for this year. Cade did not get new waders this year because your waders were fine.
Yep.
Which I fixed those pair that I tore up. They come with Tidewe waders, comes with the patch kit and the glue and all that. I fixed them. I patched those waders, and actually, I wore them all teal season. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I thought you did.
Yeah, my brand new waders, the ones they just sent me for this year to replace those with, they're hanging up back there in the back of the gear room. I haven't even wore them. So I wore them all during teal season, and they haven't leaked. I fixed them, and they hadn't leaked.
I thought you wore them that day me and you went.
What, my new waders?
No, those patch ones.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm talking about. I hadn't worn my new ones yet. They're hanging up back there. They sent me new ones this year because I cut a hole in my old ones they gave me last year. I didn't get Cade a new pair because nothing was wrong with his. Plus, he's already got, you got those, you got the frog togs. I've got the neoprene Tidewees back there that you can wear.
Yeah.
And I've got the Rogers pair. I mean, we wader poor around here. I got more waders than I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not worried about not having no waders.
Those other ones that you patched like 2 years ago, do you still have those?
No, I don't have those anymore.
Like
those,
the part of the knee one was like blue.
yeah. That
Or
was
just the
those
other way.
Academy ones I had. Those. Well,
I still have my Academy ones too.
oh yeah, I forgot about those. Does the boot still fit you in them?
I don't know. I think they might.
You better check and see, because they may be. I done decided what I'm gonna do. Like those Tidewe neoprenes they sent me. When we're here hunting, that's what I'm gonna wear. Because in and out of the boat so much, and that blind, I'm scared I'm gonna tear those.
Yeah.
Those breathables. I'm just gonna wear the neoprenes. They're way more durable, and then plus it don't get that cold here anyway. So, and those are like 800 or maybe 1,000 milligrams.
For
something
me?
like, not milligram. Thinsulate.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I
Not, I
can't
don't went
think of it. I
blank.
can't
It's
think of
not
what it's
milligram. It's what is it?
I can't think of what it's called.
Golly. I don't know.
For
Y'all
me-
know what I'm talking about. If you're listening, what's it? I can't think. I had a brain fart here. I can't think. It's not 1,000 milligrams or 800 milligrams. Is it gram? 800 gram. That's what it is. 800 gram Thinsulate. So
For me, my Tidewe are a lot easier to get in and out of the boat because my banded ones, they were a little bit heavy on me.
yeah,
It took me a little bit longer to get in the boat with my banded ones.
yeah they were a
With
little.
my Tidewe one, I can hop in the boat.
Yeah, they were a little bit baggy on you, but they
And
fit you pretty
and
good.
the boot was so heavy.
Yeah, that was one thing. Now, his little waders were heavy. I know when I'd pick them up to hang them up, them little boots on those things are heavy.
And in the mud walking, I kind of got wore out because the boot was so heavy.
Yeah, but
all that mud was just
but the
coming on
length,
top of
but
me.
now the pants leg lengthwise on those banded waders, they still fit you. So what we're gonna do? I'm steal a little chapter out of Kirk McCullough's book I saw on YouTube. Whenever his waders start leaking, he takes a knife or scissors and cuts the boot off of them, and then wears them like bibs during hunting season or when it's cold outside working. So
Because the stuff over the waders, like the pants that are still to the boot, they were like touching them. They were like on the ground.
yeah.
They were really long.
Yeah, they're plenty long enough. So we're just gonna cut those boots off, and
You
you
took,
gonna
like, deer season?
you can use them, deer hunting, and then they won't get wet. Like if you riding a 4-wheeler or something in the woods and mud
Like,
splashes
get
them.
muddy?
Yeah, I mean, they won't. It's
Yeah,
water resistant, so hey,
Where like my mud boots used to be like waders.
yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're not gonna throw them away. Just cut the
What
boots
about
off
those
of 'em.
other ones I had? They were like my Tidewe ones, but they were like they had something right here.
Your Okies.
Yeah.
Those you outgrew them a long time ago. I think I actually gave them to one of your cousins, to Jason's. I think I gave those to Wyatt. Maybe I'm not sure. I gave them to somebody who had a little boy that needed some waders. But anyway, so that brings up the Tidewe jacket. Now they didn't make a whole lot of stuff for waterfowl other than just waders. That was all they had up until this year. They released a Tidewe, and they just calling it the duck jacket, and it's heated. It's got the little power bank, and you can plug it up, and I think it heats on the chest area and on the back which we did a YouTube video on that. It'll be coming up. I don't know what day this podcast will drop, but the YouTube video will go live on October the 11th at 5:30 p.m. So if you haven't checked out that video, be sure and go to the YouTube channel and check out that video about the Tidewe duck jacket. It's in a new camo pattern. They call it Veil. It kind of slightly, somewhat resembles an Optifade type pattern. It's more of like a digital type pattern. It's not a like real tree or mossy oak where there's actually a bark or a leaf of a image of a leaf or a tree or something like that. It's kind of a digital.
It kind of looks like a gator pattern.
Yeah, kind of a splattered. Kind of look like the Optifades. Kind of is strange, but
there's a camo pattern like that. I can't think of the name of it anymore.
yeah.
I can't remember what it is.
But I kind of like it. I mean, it's a marshy looking color. I wish they made it in a timber color, a darker pattern, maybe some black and some gray and brown in it. But it's mostly a tan and kind of a whitish eggshell beige color and some brown. But anyway, you can go check out the YouTube video and check that out. It's a pretty cool jacket.
Doesn't my big bandit jacket still fit me?
Yeah, your bandit jacket still fits you. But so they advertise this jacket as waterproof, and it's a quarter zip like pullover. It's not like a big bulky coat. It's a quarter zip pullover, hooded pullover. The hood is removable, got a zipper on it. Got 2 chest pockets on each side. One's magnetic, one's zipper, and it's got a big kangaroo pocket on the bottom. It's a really cool jacket. I put it on. It fits very well. It's got some not really fleece, but some type of fuzzy. I don't know what you call it. It's not wool. I don't know what they call that stuff. But I got a banded pullover. Or maybe a banded jacket, I think. No, it's a banded pullover. It's a quarter zip pullover. It's got that same stuff on the inside. I don't know what that's called. But it's pretty warm. It feels like it's going to be warm, wind resistant. But they advertise it to be waterproof. It's got Velcro cuffs around the wrists, on the sleeves. And we took it outside in the video. Kay was running the camera. I'm doing the video. We take it outside, turn the water hose on, and I just drench myself. And with the shower phase on the water hose to test to see if I was going to get wet, if water was going to penetrate it and get into my clothes, and it didn't.
That's what my banded sweater has. I have Velcro around the wrist.
Yeah. But the Tidewe jacket is advertised as waterproof, and I mean, that was a pretty torrential downpour through a water hose. I mean, that's way more than what you're going to get standing out in the rain. So I think you'd be good. And I don't think you could stand out there all day long because it's not a rain jacket, and it's not advertised as waterproof. I think it's actually. It may say waterproof. I have to look it up online, but I know it's water resistant because it had water beaded all over it. Yeah. It wasn't really soaking in. So, yeah, if you're hunting in the rain and had it on, you'd be good. I mean, if you stood out there for a couple of hours, obviously, because it's machine washable, so if it was 100% waterproof and you washed it, it would never come clean. So it will absorb some water.
It says waterproof.
It says waterproof?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it probably is to an extent, but, at some point, water will soak through eventually. Yeah. But I think if you're standing out there and, it starts raining and you hunt for an hour or so, I don't think you'll be. You may get a little damp, but you won't be soaking wet. I mean, because I drenched myself with that water hose, and that's way more than what a rain will ever do to you. And it didn't. I didn't get wet. So I was kind of surprised about that. I kind of, not saying that I doubted them, but I just kind of had a feeling, yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can get that jacket. How much was it online? I think it's like $199.
It is $109.
$109 for what size is that? Because I think if you go on the website, because I think if you go up to a large or extra large, I think it goes up.
Large is $119.
$119. Okay, so yeah, not even $200.
And a 3X is $130.
Yeah, so all the way up to a 3X is only $130. So for under $150, you can get a quarter zip pullover hooded jacket, waterproof, wind resistant, heated.
Yeah.
That seems to be pretty durable.
What kind of jacket is that? that Cade has, it's kind of, it matches his waders, that like camo stuff. It matches your waders.
Which waders?
Your waders that you wore that has like, that I wanted in a Tidewe that if they made them in my size. Not like the brush tarp. It's like lines. It's like.
Oh, bottom line?
Oh, the
Yeah, it's
bottom
like
land.
that.
Yeah, the bottom land.
Yeah.
What, he's got a jacket like that?
Mhm.
You have a bottom land jacket?
Like a little quarter zip.
You got a pullover, yeah.
A little pullover.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those big ones like my bandit.
No, he don't have a. Your big jacket's what Realtree timber, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm a Realtree man. I like the bottom land's okay, but I like the timber. I'm a Realtree man. I'm not much on mossy oak. Never have been. And see, that brings up another thing. If we wasn't partnered with Tidewe, I would be trying to partner with High and Dry. I really like their waders. I tried on Jake, our mutual friend Jake from Chasing Green.
Yeah.
He was sponsored by High and Dry, and I put his waders on. They got probably the most comfortable boot I've ever put on in a wader boot. Now, I am curious about the is Final Approach now or Rogers? They have an elite pair of waders. I think they're like $350, $400, and it's got a boot that looks identical to the Sitka boot, which is a lacrosse boot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It looks pretty awesome. I am kind of curious about that. So if I ever was to partner with FA, I'd really be interested in those waders. But our Tidewe wader, they're we hadn't had any trouble out of them. I mean, I did the review videos on them each year, and I've had some people drop comments and say, "Oh, I had some, they leaked straight out of the box," but we haven't had any. I mean, I've got 3 pair of their waders, and I've worn all 3 of them. I wore all 3. No, I've wore 2 because I had the breathable from last year, the neoprene from last year, and I got a new pair of breathable which I haven't had to wear yet. But I've had 3 pair. You got a pair, so we call that 3 pair that's been worn and tested. Had no issues with them other than the leak I did, but I caused it myself with a pocket knife by accident. So, all in all, we got no complaints with them. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do, and I think Tidewe may be branching out. This year they added the duck jacket, so I would like to see them add their waders in that camo pattern.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Because when I talked to Cody, the rep I deal with, he was telling me that's a new pattern that they've partnered with. So I'm hoping maybe next year they'll put the waders out available. They have the Realtree Max 5 and Bottomland option for the waders, but I'd like to see them available in that option. Just because I like to match. I'm weird like that. I don't like to mix match camo. But I'd like to see that, and I'd definitely get them. I'd want some of those.
With my Tidewe waders, I haven't had any problems with them. But like on the upper top before the boot, it's a little bit warmer because it's not comfier. Because on the banded one, the boot was a lot comfier than that one because it was what.
The banded boot was more comfortable. Well,
Since it's that different type of stuff, wasn't it? Because it was neoprene.
That's probably why. Because those breathable waders and you talking about where that seam where the boot connects to the wader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the boot was a lot more comfier, but like on the upper part of the waders, it's comfier.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with kid waders. It's hard to get some that
like
are.
My banded ones?
Yeah, it's hard to get some where the boots are really comfortable, like they are for the adults, but. You're fixing to be 9 in a few weeks, so you got a couple more years, and you'll be able to get into a big pair of waders.
Only 11 more days. 11. Oh yeah, because the day's about to be over, so it's basically 10 more days.
So you got a couple more years, and you'll be able to get into a big pair of waders, and then you won't have to worry about that no more. So.
I've been asking you, but you kept saying that they were too big. Cade's old, like, brown ones that he wore when we lived in
Yeah, I don't even think we have them anymore.
I saw them in there like 2 weeks ago, but I guess you
What, the lacrosse ones?
Yeah, that you
Those
wore.
leak.
When we
They
lived-
leak.
They leaking.
They got a hold of.
I remember one time when we lived in Pine Hill at that old house, you were wearing them with your shotgun.
That's the ones he wears forward riding.
Yeah.
Or he was wearing
I'm pretty
forward
sure
riding.
he had a shotgun in his hand. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but that was a really long time ago. He just told you they leak, so they're not any good. But Anyway, so our Tidewe partner, we like them. So far, we haven't had any issues, and we're looking forward to a continued partnership with them. Um, Maybe, hopefully, as the channel continues to grow, maybe we can pick up a full-blown waterfowl sponsor, somebody with this offers waders, coats, jackets, decoys, the whole 9 yards. But you got to start somewhere. But all in all, hey, I'm going to promote Tidewe. I haven't had any issues out of them, and I know some people that have, and they send them back, and they send them a new pair of waders. So the customer service seems to be all right. I know I dealt with some stuff with Cody, the rep I deal with, some things I wanted, some issues I was having problems with getting a product, like the tracking information was saying it was here, but it really wasn't. I contacted him, and he contacted his people, whoever they are, and they got it straightened out and had the product here the next day, overnighted it to me. So it's just a little glitch in the system. Things happen, but they made it right. So, I got no complaints there. But now we can move on to duck calls. Cade, I didn't know this until, was it yesterday?
What, the stingray?
Oh, you was telling me about the duck call, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the last podcast you were talking about?
Yeah, it's our last podcast was yesterday.
Yeah, Cade was talking about he got a new duck call, been practicing, looking forward to that. We're sitting here in the duck cave right now, and we got Echo Mallard Madness playing on the TV. We got it muted so it doesn't interrupt everybody. We don't want y'all to get too fired up here in duck calls and gunshots in the background. So we've been sitting here watching that, doing some filming, doing some editing, just having a good time. Cason's been outside playing with his little friend, playing flag football, and me and Cade's been getting some work done. But hopefully we'll be getting ready to hit the road here for too much longer. Go shoot some ducks. We ain't got long. We about a month and a half away. Still waiting to see if we're going to take our wild man with us or
I
not.
kind of do want to go because I want to try to kill a mallard.
Yeah, I know you do.
If I kill one banded, I'm probably not, but I want to mount one.
Yeah.
Which I already have one mounted.
We ain't worried about all that. The problem with you is getting you to stay because you don't understand how things is going to be. But anyway, we'll see. That's kind of all we got tonight. We're just a little short podcast. We wanted to talk about Tidewe and their products and what we've got. Like I said, we talked about the jacket. So far, I'm impressed. I'm looking forward to wearing it on a cold, windy day. I want to see how the wind resistant is on it. That's really just something you can't test without being there because you can't manipulate a cold wind. You can stand in front of an air conditioner, but it's not the same. So looking forward. But another thing about that is it's a quarter zip pullover. It's not bulky, so you could put it on and have it underneath your big jacket, which is wind resistant. So that gives you 2 layers of wind resistance, so you should be good. Yeah. So I think you'll be good. Not to mention that one is heated, so you could turn that sucker on up under your big jacket and you'd probably be solid. Yeah. But the best thing, speaking about the jacket being heated, if you don't want to use the heated capabilities, you charge up that power bank. It's got USB ports on it. It's a mobile power bank. You can charge your phone. I can use it to charge GoPro batteries, camera batteries, whatever. Yeah. So, you can use it all year long, whether or not you want to use it on the clothing or not. So, that's another feature of it. You get a free power bank, which just brings up another thing. Some of their heated clothing, I noticed on the website, comes with the power bank. Some of them you have to buy. Yeah. It just depends on the product, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, that's really all we got tonight. Casey, you got anything else you want to tell the folks about your Tidewe waders or anything? Got nothing. Cade? Oh, Cade's got nothing. All right. Well, I know tonight was kind of short. We kind of kept it short and sweet. Want to let y'all know about the new Tidewe jacket. If y'all are interested in picking up that Tidewe jacket, go to tidewe.com. And I have a discount code that you can use. You can type in, it's all capital letters, BW10. Click that in to enter the discount code and save yourself some money. And like always, we appreciate y'all listening. Go check out the YouTube channel. Give us a follow on here. Drop a rating. We'd appreciate it. And that's all we got for you tonight, guys. And we will catch y'all on the next one.